Alright, so check this out. Rastariq in the building. You feel me? Today, we're going to talk over the jab. We're going to do a few things on the jab because, as you know, in boxing, your jab is the most important thing. Your jab is going to set you up for combos. It's going to set you up for different concepts. It's going to set you up for different strategies. If you ain't got a solid jab, to be honest, your foundation in boxing is trash. And we ain't even talked about the stance yet. That's another video. Watch that Watch and Learn that I just posted not too long ago, and you can get some of the fundamentals for that. But today is going to be all about the jab. I'm going to show you some easy, quick defenses off the jab, some quick counters off the jab. All of it just the basic level. My advanced folks, watch this too, because at the end of the day, the basics is everything. We got to start simplifying our boxing strategies before we get to the complex elements. So I'm going to take y'all through a nice little flow. Bear with me. If this is your first time here, my name is Rastariq, Army veteran, martial arts over 20 years, and recently just became a full-time boxing coach. That's my intro. That's my story. I ain't going to wear you out. Let's go ahead and get to the lesson. Thank you for coming. And class is in session. Before we really even get into some of those concepts and fundamentals I was talking about, we got to take the time to break down the jab within itself. So I always like to teach boxing from this standpoint. Your feet and hands needs to be harmonious. They have to move in sync with each other. So with that being said, how I like to navigate my jab in the simplest form, enough of this punching with the shoulder, with the back, BS. I'm tired of that. We're going to lead with the foot first. We're going to set it up through the hip. The hip is going to drive second, and that momentum is going to carry our arm forward. So check this out. When I move, the foot comes up, the hip shoots forward. When the toe touches, that heel go down, and the jab is coming out. In full motion, it looks something like this. And notice how the hand comes back, exactly where it started from every time. Now, I didn't throw your traditional jab in that. I just threw a straight punch jab. That's what I just threw. But that's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because traditional jab, all you do is gonna go from here and just turn your fist. So if I'm here, that's what it looks like, and I'm gonna retract it. Watch again. That's what it looks like. Okay, cool. Now that we got the fundamental of the jab, remember, you're shooting the foot first so you can lead. My toe needs to be exactly where my opponent is. I need to lead with the toe. I'm gonna shoot the hip right with it, and my arm comes out as an extension of it. That way I don't gas out my shoulders fast. So now that we done went over that a little quickly, if you need to, go back, rewind it, and process it for yourself. But let's go ahead and move forward. So now we're gonna start with the jab, catch, jab, jab. Real simple. Opponent comes in, I throw the jab, but let's just say you throwing in a habit of dropping that hand. They're gonna catch that, they're gonna want to throw the left hook. So after I throw the jab, I'm gonna catch here. I can either catch while I'm leading, or I can jab, I can step back, catch. And once I catch here, I'm jabbing back as my counter. The reason why I'm jabbing back as my counter is quicker than throwing my right hand. It's quicker to go ahead and pump out what's in front of you than to just go ahead and switch. So once again, I'm here, I jab, I step catch here for the left hook, and I'm going back with the jab twice. Full motion, watch this, here we go, we're gonna break it down. Hop, 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 hop. One more time. Hop, 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 hop. Take it a little slow. Hop, 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 hop. That's what you want it to look like. So now, on to the movement number 2. Same movement, same concept, but this time we're gonna jab. They might shoot their jab or their right hand back. We're gonna catch it right here. Then we're gonna jab, jab. Once again, same movements, we just switching up the defense. Here we go. We're going jab, catch that hand, jab, jab again. One more time. We're going jab, step back, catch that hand, jab, jab again. Now, I am dropping my hand low, as you can see. Sometimes when you fight, that might be natural, especially if you're finna catch. It might be natural to catch and then go back. That's fine. You can go here, boom. Notice how my hand didn't go lower than my collarbone. You can do that too. Pop, 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 pop. That's okay too. I can't really control what your body responds to natural, but at the same time, get used to training the movement in its correct sense first before you start to delineate from it. You understand that? If you learned something, drop a like or a comment. Appreciate that. All right, let's keep going. So now, one more time, we got the jab, catch, bop, bop. Y'all got that? All right, cool. If you do, if you don't, rewind it. If you do, let's keep rolling. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. We got the jab right here, but then we're gonna roll right under it, 3, 2, jab, jab, going back. One more time. We got the jab right here. We finna go under that right hand. After the jab, we're gonna roll under that right hand. Then we're gonna hook right on top. Notice how I didn't move. Some people, they might they might roll and step out the way. That's fine, but we ain't at that part yet. So slow down for me, all right? Okay, cool. Now check this out. We're gonna jab here, boom. Then we're gonna roll, hook. As our body shifts this way, we already have the momentum and leverage we need to send that force back this way. That's where the hips are gonna go in. You gotta use your hips. You gotta rotate on your pivot. So again, once on time, once I throw the jab, I roll, boom, I'm set. Boom, I shift the hips, I throw the cross, and I retreat right on back. I don't need to stand up. Ain't no point of fighting if you don't want to get banged up. That's cool. Sometimes we gotta make a strategic withdrawal. You understand what I'm saying? All right, one more again. Here we go. Chop, boom, hop, 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 hop. That's it. One more time for the ones that ain't got it. Watch again. Jab, roll, hook, cross, hop, hop. Notice when I'm going back. When I'm going back, once this back foot goes out, that jab is out. Once this lead foot trails back, my jab is back. Pop, pop. Y'all see that? That's why I say keep your feet in line. Keep your hands and feet in a harmonious fashion. Truthfully, if you can't get your feet and hands together on the same page, you're gonna have a hard time learning how to box. You're gonna be sitting up. You ain't gonna be able to know how to move at the same time and keep it moving. You're gonna have to move first, shoot your shots, move again, shoot your shots. They need to be moving at the same time. They need to be in a harmonious fashion. All right, let's take a quick intermission and I'm gonna come back. I'm tired, hold up.
I'm gonna talk to you real quick. Like I said, your jab is the most important element of boxing. And being that I come from a lot of martial arts backgrounds too, I've learned how to throw jabs in different ways. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to step out the realm of things. I know some, traditional boxing folks, they swear by the sweet science, which is cool. And then, we got new age folks. It's all a mixture. At the end of the day, for me, I don't see boxing as just boxing. I see boxing as fighting. I see boxing as martial arts. So at the end of the day, if I can take influences from other martial arts and apply it to boxing and still keep it within the rule set, for like competition sense, I feel like where's the harm at? If anything, we evolve in the game. You feel me? And I say that because I challenge you to evolve the game as well. You gotta learn the basics. You gotta learn the foundation of the art itself. That goes for any art that you aren't learning. So you can't neglect the foundation of the sweet science. You gotta have that understanding before you can even take understandings from other martial arts and apply them to boxing. But as you learn the foundation, I challenge you to get creative with the foundation that you learn, whether it be from me or whoever else you learn it from. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be your only teacher. I ain't trying to be your only teacher. I just wanna help you get further where you're going. I just always, wanna give back the knowledge that I got. So take these lessons while they're here, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be a servant for you and to make sure you get there. But anyway, we gonna get ready to break down what we just learned. You know what I'm saying? I know I went through them kind of fast. So we're gonna break down what we learned. We're gonna go back over the catch. We're gonna go back over the catch here. We had the helmet guard, the catch, and we had the roll. We're gonna go over that one more time. And also, before I leave here, I wanna specify once again how important it is to have your feet and hands in harmony. Give me 1 second, I gotta hit this. I'm finna cut it, but you see. It's important to have your hands and feet in a harmonious fashion, because your feet pretty much dictate where your hands gonna go. And you can set up your feints. That's why I was saying, give me a minute. We're gonna talk about that in more detail in another video, but I'm gonna break it down to you right now. I'm gonna talk to you slow so you know. Your feet pretty much are your guide. They're gonna guide you where you need to be. And you can set your feints up the same way, because if all your punches, not just your jab, but if all your punches have the same starting point, everything you throw is gonna look threatening to a degree. So even if I don't throw my jab, but if my feints looks exactly like my committed jabs, my opponent's gonna react to it. Same thing with my crosses. If my crosses look exactly like my committed crosses, my feint crosses look just like my committed crosses, my opponent ain't gonna know which one is which. And the easiest way to disguise that intent is with your feet. you can really use your feet and hips to disguise what you're doing and get your opponent thinking and get you to cause reactions. I like to call it that still fighting, where we just kind of pumping and twitching just to see, what you know what I'm saying, get looks, you know what I mean? But you gotta have them hands and feet online, because that's how you're gonna be able to move around your opponent. That's how you're also gonna be able to find different angles. That's how you're gonna be able to take one punch and send the force and whip it back over this way. That's how you're gonna be able to shift your hips the right way and line up, find different angles. Your feet sets you up for every single thing. Defense, counters, angles, targeting, positioning. If you can't get your feet online, you can't fight. I don't care what art you're doing, even when you're grappling. If your feet ain't online, your hands ain't online. But anyway, let's go ahead and recap what we learned today, and I'll see y'all another day. Let's do it. Today, we went over a few things. We went over the basic elements of keeping our hands and feet online. When we throw in the jab, we start with the foot, lead with the hip, and the shoulder naturally comes out. Full speed, we got this. Let's make the rotation on the knuckle. Let's keep the straight line punch. I'm gonna show you another one. Check this out. This is a 45-degree straight punch. Watch the foot though. Straight punch. The foot steps outward. The toe is also 45-degree angle towards my opponent's chin. And when I throw the punch, I'm coming at a slight angle as well. 45 degrees towards the chin region. I'm gonna do it again just so you see it from this way though. Right here. If this is a jab, this is a straight punch. This is my 45-degree straight punch. Right there, strong. The toe is exactly where I'm targeting at. And even my head slightly comes offline. I'll deal with this later. That right hand right there, I'll deal with that later. But I'm offline for this, need be. That's another lesson, I'll show you that another day. But anyway, just want to throw that in there. Cool, now we went over jab catching right here. Notice how once I jab, I drop back on the catch, jab, jab. One more time. Jab, drop back on the catch, jab, jab. Notice how the foot moves with the hand every time again. One more time. Boom, drop back on the catch, jab, jab. Now we got catching the right hand or catching a jab right in front of us instead of for that left hook. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go jab, drop back here, catching it. It's okay if the hand goes down to the chest or if you keep it no lower than here, whichever one's comfortable for you. Jab, catch, jab, jab again. One more time. Jab, catch. Look at that drop back. Jab, jab again. And even still paying attention, I'm staying light on that front foot so I can pump it back out. All right. And then last one that we did today, we went jab, roll, hook, cross, jab, jab on the retreat. One more time, one more time. We're going jab, roll, hook, cross, jab, jab on the retreat. I'm gonna do it one more time at a nice pace so that way you can get an understanding what it looks like. All right, here we go. There we go. I hope y'all guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like down below. Comment what else you want me to teach you. I don't mind. This is what I do all the time. Anyway, in the name of the Most High, we say Haile Selassie, Jah Rastafari. I'll catch y'all in the next one.